judges and teachers and my dear friends. First of all, I wish you a very good morning to everyone. Now we are here to explain about our presentation. Jignasa. It is a student study project. The topic is Biodiversity and Conservation, Department of Botany. First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Anjali Chityala. I am a student of Narankhed Model Degree College from BZC final year. This is Deepthi, this is Neha, this is Archana and this is Shweta. We are the team members of our presentation. We are guided by the Rambu sir, Department of Botany. Let's move on to the topic. I will explain the introduction of biodiversity and conservation. Did you know about the biodiversity? First of all, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is nothing but bio means living and diversity means different forms. That means thus our earth has a different life forms in its level. So it's our duty to conserve the earth in a healthiest manner to protect the many lives. One of the known fact, biodiversity is a very important to humans for ecological life support. Biodiversity gives the functioning ecosystems that provides the such as a clear air, water, pollution to control wastewater treatment. Thank you. And the further continuation will be explained by Deepthi.
Myself Deepthi Mahendarkar from BZC third year. Now I am here to explain about the aims and objectives of this project, and they are the protection, preservation, management or restoration of natural resources, to highlight the importance of biodiversity and ecosystem services to human health and international development. To raise the profile of biodiversity is an essential component in achieving the Millennium Development Goals. To highlight the risk that human impact on ecosystem present to human health and welfare worldwide, to evaluate economic and non-economic techniques for assessing the importance of biodiversity to peoples in developing countries, to reveal the complex relationship between people and the natural environment, identify the ways in which people use and think about the natural environment in the context examined, and the further explanation is continued by Neha Tabassum.
Myself Neha Tabassum. Now I am going to explain about methodology. There are two types of methodologies, in situ conservation as well as ex situ conservation. Coming to the point of in situ conservation, here the genetic resources are conserved naturally in the natural population in the human habitat itself rather than having special preservation technologies. Some of the defined forms of in situ conservation are national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserve. National parks, which consist of a huge amount of flora and fauna in the healthiest manner without interruption of human activities. And coming to wildlife sanctuaries, here the single species of animal can be conserved from the various activities of human involvement. And coming to biosphere reserve, in India as a multilingual country, we have different rights and beliefs. We believe that we have different kinds of species and plant mites, so which are protected in the biosphere reserves. Coming to point of some effects of these factors, which affects on both the environment as well as in situ and ex situ conservation methods also. Here are some factors like pollution and invasion of alien species, and coming to threat to danger, and this is destruction of habitat and degradation of environment. And the further explanation is followed by Archana.
This is Archana. And ex-situ conservation. Ex-situ conservation is the preservation of components of biological diversity outside their natural habitats. There are gene banks, botanical gardens, cryopreservation gametes, and tissue culture bank and long-term captive breeding. And these are gene banks are preserved in a genetic resources, and cryopreservation is situated in a low temperature of pressure, and also tissue culture is tissue culture is in a long time breeding, and also it's preserved, and tissue and botanical gardens are in a calm environment, and they are placed in for beautiful flowers, fruits and etc. And further continuation by the Shweta.
Myself Shweta from BZC second year. Conclusion of the biodiversity. Most of the biodiversity resources are consumed by human beings. Biodiversity is our life. If we lose the biodiversity right now, in future, the survival of human beings will be threatened. So it is our moral duty to conserve the biodiversity as well as our environment. Thus, understand the importance of biodiversity and its conservation. Reference books: K.V. Krishnamurthy 2004, an advanced textbook of biodiversity principles and practices. P.D. Sharma 1989, Elements of Ecology, Rashtriya Publications, Meerut.
Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.